When we're young, we're told that money makes the world go round. We're constantly told money doesn't grow on trees. A penny earned is a penny saved. Oh no, but wait, aren't the best things in life free? But what do you actually know about money and how to manage it? Can't think of an answer? Well, that's because too often, that's where our education ends. When you're young, no one really teaches you how to use money or what to do to get the most out of it. We blindly leave school with little to no understanding of how finance actually works. Instead of being taught about compound interest or the importance of a credit score, we go through high school learning about geometry and how cool Shakespeare is, because Macbeth is totally going to help us buy our first house, right? So, if you've ever wondered how investing works, or how to go about buying a house, or what the heck is up with superannuation, I've got you covered. From boomers to generations X, Y, and Z, in this video, we've done the hard work for you and compiled the top 10 things Australians wish they knew about money when they were young. Hopefully, some of these tips come in handy on your financial journey. So, what are you waiting for? Let's begin. A big shout out to Active Super for helping to make this financial literacy video series happen. Tip 1. Set a savings goal and a spending limit and stick to it. Consider setting your financial goals for the year. Do you want to buy a car or a house? You might want to work out how much you need to save to meet your financial goals versus what you can actually afford to spend and hold yourself accountable. A cool example of how you could save money might be to set up an automatic payment that takes a percentage of your monthly paycheck and puts it into a savings account. Have a think, what is a consistent amount you can save or invest every single month? The key thing here is consistency. Again, how much can you consistently save or invest every single month? You could also introduce habits to help limit your spending, like meal prepping to ease up on the amount of times you binge eat on avocado and toast during the week, shopping around for the best deals and then sleeping on the decision before you make a big purchase, or making your morning coffee at home instead of buying it out. Everyone has their kryptonite, that one shop or brand that you can't help but want to buy. Take a step back and look at those spending habits and if they are setting you up for financial success, however that might look for you and your financial situation. Tip 2. Trends aren't everything. When you're young, it's a pretty natural urge to want the newest and nicest things. The latest trends will always be a huge temptation, but they can be fleeting. Just when you think you have everything, something newer, prettier, and shinier will come along that you might want, and the cycle continues. By placing yourself above these trends, not only may you be in better position down the line, but you'll be able to spend your money on timeless experiences, such as travel, relationships, or investments that could give you more back in the long run. Tip 3. Find the balance between saving for the future and living in the present. This can be a tough one and may be a process of learning through experimentation. Make a list of what you value and what you think is truly worth spending money on. This could be travel, sports, games, going out to a nice restaurant with your partner, or living your best life at a concert. Whatever brings you joy. When you set your spending and saving limits, always be realistic. If you like going out to dinner and truly value the experience, you may want to budget for it in advance so that it's not an unexpected spending that comes from your hard-earned savings or investment account. You want to budget for almost every expense. Tip 4. A coffee a day keeps the savings away. Are you someone that needs their daily coffee hit to get going for the day? But do you realize how much you're really spending on your daily coffee? Say you spend $5 a day on a medium soy cappuccino with an extra shot, extra chocolate on the top with extra soy froth on the side from Monday to Friday, and you do this for, say, 30 years of your working life. The direct cost of your addiction is a massive $39,000. That's a decent chunk of money if you ask me. Now imagine if instead of buying that coffee, you put the same $5 a day in an investment account that has a return rate of, say, 5%, and you'd be doing that for 30 years. You'd be looking at approximately $90,000. Crazy, right? Small costs add up over the long term. Keep this in mind. Tip 5. Keep all the receipts. Small costs can make a big impact. You might want to keep track of all of your receipts throughout the year that are directly related to making an income. Fun fact, last year I claimed my work briefcase as I used it to carry my laptop to and from work. Look at the ATO website to see what can and can't be deducted for tax, and keep track of those receipts as you will need to keep a record. My top tip here is to take a picture of the receipt as soon as you receive it and upload it directly into a folder, so when it comes to tax time, you have all your receipts in one neat area. Trust me, it takes an extra 30 seconds now, but you'll thank me later. It's totally worth it. Tip 6. Secondhand is the new black. You never know what goodies you can score on Gumtree or Facebook Marketplace. Have you ever heard the old expression, someone's trash is another person's treasure? Well, this could not be more true. So many people have barely used items they need to get rid of, so they put it up for sale. I found so many bargains that just need a little TLC and they're automatically worth so much more. In turn, make sure to put up anything you're looking at getting rid of onto these platforms too. Maybe the money you receive from sales can go into your entertainment account to spend on things you wouldn't otherwise be able to afford. It's also a super easy way to keep the circular economy rolling and a handy way to make a few extra dollars too. Tip 7. Don't procrastinate and let those bills pile up. No one obviously wants an unexpected bill, but sometimes they're inevitable. As much as this sucks to hear, I can confirm that ignoring that bill is not going to make it go away. Sometimes it can actually make the bills even bigger if you're hit with penalty interest. If you have a bill you need to pay, make sure you put the due date in the calendar and a couple of routine reminders to ensure you're on track. If it's a big bill, you may want to work backwards and put a small amount aside each day into a separate account to fund the bill. Tip 8. Build up your credit score. Look into ways you can build up your credit score. There's a heap of free platforms that can help you understand your score and ways in which you can improve it. The earlier you understand what makes a credit score higher or lower, the better. Tip 9. Do you really need that new item? If you're tossing up between saving for that beautiful new bag or buying it using a credit card or buy now, pay later service right now, spend a bit of time actually thinking whether you need it now. How many extra shifts would allow you to buy it in cold, hard cash? When making big decisions, just sleep on it. Owe it to yourself to give it just one night before pulling the trigger and making the transaction. Tip 10. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Money can sometimes seem like a taboo subject, but once you start having those conversations, it will pay off in the long run. Ask those around you for their tips and see if they work for you. Talk to people you trust or organize a time to chat with a professional, like a qualified financial advisor, who can help you guide your way through your financial journey.